Bryan Johnson's 2 year anti-aging obsession. Welcome back to School of Soul. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Science of Age Reversal series. If you haven't heard the name Bryan Johnson by now, it's only a matter of time. Because in the world of age reversal, he's not just a participant, he's a spectacle. A $2 million a year human experiment, a living billboard for longevity obsession, and the most extreme case of quantified self-biohacking in modern history. He's the man who's trying to become biologically 18 forever. Let's start with the basics. Bryan Johnson is a tech entrepreneur who made hundreds of millions after selling his payments startup to PayPal. But instead of buying yachts and disappearing, he turned himself into a science project. His mission? To systematically reverse his biological age across every measurable organ, tissue, and system in his body, no matter the cost. And he's doing it with a team of over 30 doctors and health researchers, all tracking him with military precision. This isn't health optimization. It's body domination. Every decision, every bite of food, every breath he takes is calculated. Not for comfort, not for joy, but for longevity. So what does $2 million a year buy you in the anti-aging world? It buys you 100+ supplements daily, from NAD boosters and mitochondrial enhancers to nootropics and senolytics. It buys custom peptide injections for skin, muscle, sleep, and sexual function. It buys a lab that monitors your blood, gut, hormones, and epigenetic markers, more often than most people visit the dentist. It buys LED light therapy, plasma transfusions, EMF-shielded sleep chambers, hyperbaric oxygen treatments, and a strict vegan diet calibrated to the gram. His food is weighed. His sleep is optimized by real-time sensors. Even his erections are measured for vascular age. Nothing is left unquantified. And yes, the rumors are true. He famously infused his teenage son's blood plasma into his own body. He later said it didn't help and stopped. But the fact that he did it tells you exactly how far he's willing to go. He doesn't want to look young. He wants to be young. Measurably, molecularly, undeniably. And the numbers? According to his team, Bryan Johnson has reduced his biological age by at least 5.1 years. His heart is now functioning like that of a 37-year-old. His skin, like a 28-year-old. His lung capacity, his inflammation markers, his muscle composition, all reflect someone significantly younger than his real age. But here's where it gets complicated. Is this genius? Or madness? On one hand, Johnson is proving what's possible when you treat your body like a machine. Trackable, tunable, improvable. He's showing the world that aging is not a passive experience. It's a data problem, one that can be monitored, targeted, and reversed. But on the other hand, he's also triggering a wave of criticism, mockery, and concern. Is he addicted to control? Is this discipline or disorder? Is he inspiring people to take charge of their health or promoting a life of robotic obsession that only the wealthy can afford? Even in his own words, Johnson admits, "I don't live for pleasure, I live for protocol." That's a spiritual red flag for many. Because what happens when life becomes a spreadsheet? When every sunrise is a data point? When meals are engineered for markers instead of joy? What happens when you extend life, but forget how to live? There's a deeper discussion to have here. Bryan Johnson is not just a rich man doing weird things with his money. He's a mirror, a symbol of our generation's anxiety around mortality, time, and control. He represents the extreme end of a spectrum we're all on, the desire to slow down the clock, to freeze beauty, to outwit decay. In a world obsessed with optimization, Johnson is simply the most willing participant. He took the tools, wearables, diagnostics, functional medicine, peptides, plasma, and pushed them to their limit. He went all in. He became the experiment, and that makes him a hero to some and a warning sign to others. Because here's the thing no one talks about. Aging isn't just biological, it's spiritual. It's the process by which we surrender, by which we evolve emotionally, not just physically. If you fight it with every breath, are you preserving life or resisting its purpose? Still, Johnson has opened the door for future possibilities. If some of his protocols prove effective, they may one day be democratized. What costs millions now could cost thousands in 10 years. Maybe one day you won't need 30 doctors, just an app. Maybe every person will have access to a blueprint dashboard of their body, like he does. But until then, we're watching a prototype in motion. An outlier. A man who's trading freedom for youth, indulgence for regeneration, spontaneity for strategy. And the real question isn't, is Bryan Johnson crazy? The real question is, what are you willing to trade to feel younger? Would you skip pleasure? Sacrifice romance? Follow a protocol instead of intuition? Would you give up being human to feel less mortal? Because for all the data, all the headlines, and all the lab results, one thing remains unmeasurable. Soul age. You can edit your DNA. You can reset your telomeres. You can transfuse your blood. But the soul knows how old you are. And no biomarker has cracked that code yet. Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SOS, School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing. And no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The Download Society, How Data Has Replaced Destiny. 2. Predictive Future, Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social Credit Systems, The Behavioral Economy Now Governs Access. 4. Hive Mind, Synthetic Telepathy and Collective Algorithmic Control. 5. Nanobots Inside You, Medical, Military, and Programmable Intrusions. 6. Grief Tech, AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading Your Mind, Consciousness Transfer and Data-Based Identity. 8. Deep Fakes plus AI Clones, The Replication of Reality and Identity Theft. 9. Quantum Humans, The Merger of Biology with Quantum Systems. 10. Digital Afterlife, Where Your Data Goes When You Die. 11. Resurrection Science, Reviving Life Through Synthetic Methods. 12. Immortal Science, The End of Death as We Know It. 13. Longevity Science, Gene Editing, Anti-Aging, and Bio-Upgrades. 14. Designer Babies, Engineered Perfection Before Birth. 15. Artificial Wombs, Birth Decoupled from the Female Body. 16. 3D Printing, Printing Organs, Limbs, and even humans. 17. The Humanoid Era, The Rise of Synthetic Beings Among Us. 18. Legacy Humans, The Slow Phase-Out of Unmodified Analog People. 19. Smart Cities, Algorithmic Environments That Watch and Decide. 20. Cloud-Based Societies, Citizenship Without Borders or Bodies. 21. Hackable Humans, Emotion, Memory, and Behavior Under Code. 22. Biometric Scanning, Your Body is Your Password and Your Prison. 23. Sex Tech, Intimacy Reprogrammed by Machines. 24. Extinction of Gender, Fluidity, Deletion, and Design of Identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SOS School of Soul Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.